Thank you so much for joining me as GameEdged. We're jumping in and testing out Alaska Gold Fever. This is a playtest to it, a closed one, and I was really lucky to be able to jump in and showcase this to y'all. If you guys were enjoying us, you know what to do, hit those like buttons. The demo was a lot of fun, but now they've been working on a lot of mechanics and many other things, so we're going to see what they've been doing. Yeah, really excited. Again, this is not the finished product, and also a small portion of the actual game itself. So yeah, let's go in here and pick up all the sticks and stuff. We're going to use stones, obviously, and yeah, we're going to see what we have in here. We got ourselves rock, added hammer, added to us. Let's press tab and check this out. We have essentials right here. Okay, so 1 hammer and 3. I think, okay, wait a second. Let's go back to this. So I'm guessing we're going to be able to cycle through. We're pressing, yeah, it looks like we're going to be able to cycle through and, well, get ourselves our weapons and stuff out from here. There is some hunting and many other things in this game from last time I remember, and we'll see if that's still in here. But yeah, let's pick up absolutely everything we need here, which is going to be a lot of sticks and wood, and of course, some rocks to keep ourselves going. Is there currently a maximum I can carry? It looks like, yeah, 200 is our maximum. All right, let's do that. Let's make that freaking happen. I'm going to grab you and you also, and a whole bunch of sticks over here too. We do need to go and talk to that gentleman on the right-hand side. I believe he's in front of our boat. We need to repair this thing. And if not mistaken, the backstory is that he's going to help us repair it. But obviously, we're going to have to make some money for him because nothing is free. And he's going to want, of course, a portion of whatever we make to be able to fix this boat. So I believe that is the whole conversation we're going to have here with this gentleman here. I don't know his name, but he's a mystery man. And as I expected, yeah, this is our ship, and he's going to help us fix it, but not for free. Obviously, there's a lot of work to be done on this bad boy. Doesn't look like it's in great shape. It is 1896, so the ship is obviously taking its toll, and, well, you're going to need someone who knows what the heck they're doing to fix this one. I'm not sure. It is somewhat seaworthy, I guess. Well, maybe not. Not right now. He did mention our friend, which is on the actual ship itself. Henry is over there somewhere on top. We do have a compass where we need to go next. Number one thing I want to do, of course, he was telling me to pick up some sticks, and we're going to need those rocks too, I believe, for crafting up other kind of things we're going to need. So, yeah, let's just pick up absolutely every resource, plus these berries, which I'm not sure where our hunger and thirst are. We have our inventory right here, and currently crafting is here, which we have cooking. And we have workshop crafting, carpentry table, melting furnace. Very nice. We also have a journal. Who am I? Of course, we can't seem to figure it out. We're also on a cape near Alaska, supposedly. So that is where we're at right now. It doesn't look like there's any more berries on this side here. Now, we'll take a look and grab those. I'm not sure, again. I'm trying to look around the screen. Oh, bottom right. There we go. Usually it's always on the left, so kind of different to have it there. That's all good. It works. So we got our health, our hunger, and of course, how tired we are. So we do have to worry about that. All right, yeah, pick those bad boys up. We need to go and start a fire. I don't know if we have any coal meter. I guess that's the left-hand side. It is 14 Celsius. Is that what it's saying? If it has 14 Celsius, or that's how we feel inside, maybe with what we're wearing, because 14 Celsius, obviously a little bit warmer to be keeping the snow going here. It looks very much like -4 or 5 Celsius, or maybe -10. But yeah, we'll grab all this stuff here. We can come back down to the hill. Just that, figure might as well grab ourselves as much of this as possible. Does it gather all the berries from around the area here? It sure looked like it. How many berries do I have right now? I have 13 of them. I am, was I starving? I am not exactly starving, but let's just see if that gives me any berries. We press H for that one. Okay, we can actually see it move up. Yeah, you know what? They help out a little bit. Might as well keep that stomach going properly. And we're going to get ourselves back down from here. Try not to break a leg or anything. I'm not sure if the resources come back or not. Let's just take a look at this. This one is... Okay, this one had one. That one over there had one. No. So it looks like some of these are probably berryless. That's what it is. Yeah, that one had some too. I was wondering if it was like it picked up the whole area of berries and stuff, but it doesn't look like that's what it is right now. All right, we'll pick up these bad boys, and this is just not the right wood. There's some more back there. We're going to have to leave this cabin at one point and find our friend Henry. I think he's going to stock us up with some goodies for us to keep ourselves nice and warm, so we'll keep an eye on that 14 degrees there that's showing. I'm more worried. I think we're going to take a little bit of a rest, and that's where we're going to get super hungry. So those berries are going to come in really handy for us to move forward here. Okay. Yeah, pick up the stuff. We're going to need to build a lot of things. We are going to be mining quite a bit, so prepare yourself for that. That is something we're going to have to do. Obviously, there is a lot of work in creating a mine and be able to pay off this dude that wants, of course, all of our, well, majority of our money to be able to fix that ship so we can get the fudge off this island. Henry seems to be really into it, so that is his idea, and he's up top of the hill right now. Probably thinking we were dead at the current time. Didn't bother looking for us just down the way, but hey, we might have just washed ashore. So it is what it is, right? All right, a lot of bones and stuff. Let's just get ourselves in here. It doesn't look like any livestock survived here. None whatsoever. All right, not a very good place. Not very hospitable at all. There is an axe here. I can't seem to grab that. I guess we're going to steal Fred's axe. Can I close that door? No? All right. It does say 13 Celsius. This is, yeah, okay, remember this. Over here, yeah, if you look on the right-hand side, it's 80 gold, 8 times gold. So we get a pickaxe crafting recipe. And right over here, we get a stone axe crafting recipe. We need a certain amount of gold for this to happen. I don't think we have anything on these tables we can grab. He did mention that we can start a fire over here, and that's what they want us to do. During your ventures in the world of Alaska gold fever, you will encounter many harsh places where the frost will bite deeply. No kidding. Clothing is essential for surviving the wilderness. Open the inventory with the tab key, and of course, you'll notice that there's new clothes that have already been equipped automatically. All right. Nothing works as well as a good rest in the home, okay, in the tent, which we're going to have to make sure we sleep and take care of that. We got ourselves a little bit of fire going, and then they want me to open up this chest, which gave me a leather hat, jacket, pants, shoes, and the game also successfully saved. That's fantastic. So now we're all equipped up with all this wonderful stuff because Fred was so generous. It doesn't look like it affected my meter on the left at all. Oh, got himself a little bit of a drawing there. Some notes and stuff, probably for the future as we progress. So they want us to go to sleep here on top right. And then we're going to wake up. I'm not sure what time it is. We need to find our friend. That's going to be important. Not sure if we can do anything else with this fire except for adding wood to it, which I don't think I want to. We obviously have no gold on us, or else the guy would have taken it from us. And we're going to make our way back. And it looks like, okay, well, I picked these all up, right? So I think they spawn back in. I wonder if the berry bushes also spawn back in. Again, it's a playtest, so yeah, it doesn't really bother me at all. We're kicking the tires, and this obviously they'll give us probably more resources than we'll have when we first start in a regular game. But you know what? I think we have quite a bit of the stuff. We'll pretend we grabbed everything from here, which we did, but still very hard to walk past sticks. Now, how much do I have of these sticks here total? 55 and 30 rocks. I think we're in a really good position currently. So we'll just grab the last few from here, and then we'll make our way up the coast here because I don't want to be too heavy as we progress here any more than we have to. And I'm sure there'll be some more berry bushes on our way there. I know we're going to be hunting very shortly, so that'll be something we're going to need to do. Very hard not to pick them up, though, when you're worried. You want to keep warm. The number one thing I'd be doing is picking up as many of these as possible and attaching them up to my backpack and make my way to an area where I'm going to make sure I have fire, especially that doesn't look like we have. We have a tent. I've stayed outside in tents. It's not so bad. It's not fun. Definitely need that fire going all the times, though, dude. Why don't you have that fire going? There's sticks everywhere. You missed it all. All right, so this is our friend Henry. We need to talk to him. All right, so Henry doesn't seem to trust Fred over there. He thinks he's a sly guy. If he's saying he's rich and stuff, probably doesn't really have the money. He did give us a gun. I do know where deers are, so if you're going to do this, you want to head out. Well, there's actually a marker. I think, is that the Howling Wind or a wolf? No, Howling Wind. All right, we have 7 shots only to go and hunt, so we want to make sure those shots count. He also mentioned that these, where the ship being all broken up and stuff. Is this me doing this trail? I guess so. All right. For right now, that's how it's going to be. I guess maybe in the future they're going to add a little more footsteps and stuff. Again, just a play test. Oh, boy. All right. I don't want to touch the water, dude, at all. I know that's going to make it bad. Things go bad in the water. We're in -3 finally, so it's a little colder up here. Oh, Jesus. Right in front of me. Jeez, dude. That was right through the heart. That's not a good start. Is he even injured, or do I have to wait for him to kind of kick the bucket? They're absolutely freaking the hell out. They do show you a whole bunch of markers where they're at. I want to hit that one up because, oh, don't go into freaking water. I can't do that. You son of a... I just wasted a couple shots in this asshole. Okay. I don't know how many shots we have total. We're going to go for the face shot. I guess this guy wants it right in the noggin. I think majority of people go for the hard shots and not. I'm not exactly a hunter in real life, so just play one on here. Cooking works exactly just like crafting, but with done with campfire approach and press C to cook. All right, we just grabbed ourselves some meat. We need to feed our friend. We got 3 meats out of that sucker. Not bad. No pelts, though. All right. Am I pushing this deer around? No, it's my left arm. Okay. I don't know how many shots did I get from this guy. I don't know. I didn't see how many of these. Is this endless or keeps on refueling itself? Well, refilling itself back up to 7 here without any problems. It might be our last shots and stuff here. Just turn your little noggin here. All right, he's down. We're going to clear up the area as much as possible. Maybe, not a good idea to go and hunt this much. This guy is like totally not aware of the situation here. Okay, for some reason that didn't count. I don't know why. Maybe it's a shitty gun. Just gonna carve up his friend. What did I go ooh for? I just got hit. Am I hungry or thirsty? Maybe I'm hungry. You know what? Let's just H that up here. Yeah, I'm actually hungry. It's moving up my health too, so that's good. Hey, thank you. I'm not going after the other ones across the water. It's just the last thing I want to do. Oh, shit. Again, playtest. We did get it, though. Thankfully enough, the devs had that in there. Yeah, that's a guy I think I nailed once before. But we should be okay for now, I think. We have, like, a shitload of berries. Probably more here if you grab. There we go. We can keep ourselves going on those. Seem to be doing a pretty good job. A couple of those fills us up. So I like that a lot. Again, we want to avoid the water. That's gotta be freezing cold, man. Die. Oh, God. This is not good. I don't know if I can get back around. Yeah, I can. Woo. All right. Well, we have a rifle, and it seemed like currently in the playtest, it might be an endless amount of bullets in there, so that's great for hunting. I don't have to worry about that too much. Looks like I don't have to worry about also hurting myself, but, ooh. All right, buddy. I'm going to go cook you up a meal. So I believe you need to start the fire. So 8 sticks just disappeared on my thing. And then I guess he said press C, and there we go. So we have cooking available here. We can make a few of them. I'm not sure how much we have on us. I guess we have 9. There we go. It does say right here. Let's make all of those bad boys, and then we got to feed this gentleman over here who thinks that we would have made it without him. All right, because he has more money than I do. So, yeah, thanks, buddy. I can always, yeah, thank you. He said he was too tired to go hunting. I've been found on the water freezing cold, but he's, having it worse than we are. Sure, maybe I can bring the lady too. Okay, what's going on here, dude? No, let's just get going here. I want to go and start working that inside there. Fixing something like that should be hard. Funny that he's not going to do anything, but he seems to tell us that everything should be okay. Obviously, we're the men that can actually do this. So, yeah, let's go and take care of what he wants to on the left-hand side. What's his crafting basis? Some of the most essential things and adventures can be crafted anywhere at any time. That's excellent. Just press C and open inventory. All right. So we're going to probably need ourselves an axe. That is for sure. And a primitive pickaxe. We can also use sticks to make logs, but might as well just go and grab ourselves one of those. Inventory and quick access panel. Alaskan Gold Fever. Yeah, I can now quick, easily access your most important items. All right. Yeah. Divided into 4 main categories, each assigned to specific keyboard. 1 tool. Okay. Gotcha. Bows. Essentials. Yada, yada, yada. Consumable foods. Foods that help you survive in the wilderness. Switch between these items within the category. In the quick access panel, you need to press the corresponding keys until, you selected the item you want. All right. Your entire inventory is divided into similar ways. Different things. How are you going to do work for food here? Browse equipments and additionals. There you go. Select a food with 4 and press H to consume. All right. So we're just doing the same thing. So we can cycle through this here and have ourselves a steak, I believe. Yeah, it's flipping over here in the bottom. So that's really good. Let's have one of those bad boys because we hunted. Then we have to press H to eat it. That's how you make sure. That didn't seem to do very much to my stomach. Right? They're all cooked, aren't they? These are cooked meats. Yeah, they are. All right. I don't know why that didn't give me more than the berries, but you know what? We'll just do the old berry thing there, and it seems to be pretty good. All right. This fire has to be kept alive and kicking too, I guess. All right. So I guess we'll have to chop down some trees. Always an important thing to do. So we're going to cycle through number 1. And there's our axe now. Perfect. Yeah, I can see there's some work to be done here. You can't click and hold, right? Yeah. But the axe is actually hitting the wrong direction. It'd be better if it's going that way. Unless he's left-handed, but he's holding it to his right. So, I don't know. Again, not finished product. They didn't really do any mechanic testing and stuff on here, so I'm not really worried about that. I think those things will come in the future before the game is released. Still not going to be breaking the game for me. Looks good, though, doesn't it? It really does. Right. For this early on, this is great. Okay, that didn't give me what I wanted, right? Is this wood? 1 wood. All right, cool. I thought it was going to give me sticks and stuff because of smaller trees. I guess we have to go for the big bad ones here. We do have to worry about being tired, so I guess the tents will be where we're going to do things. Currently, we had a whole bunch of tasks pop up, but I guess we'll start doing this. Looking for gold, collect wood, and rebuild. We need 25 wood to fix the bridge. Okay. I didn't realize it was actually a thing I needed to do. I didn't see that. So, okay. Works out pretty good. I guess we're going to be doing what we're used to doing in survival games. But this one all has amazing mining and trying to make some money, so can't wait to see how that's going to go. Hopefully the trees come back. It would be nice. I wonder if I get 2 at once here. Seems like I'm hitting the one in back, which is odd. But I guess wherever you're pointing is the one that's going to be nailed out. Yeah, probably. So we're almost done for 25 here. I'll just nail out a couple more so we're ready for, maybe we need a campfire and something. Get going too. I think we're going to learn a lot more stuff as we progress too, and then we got the money, we're going to build together ourselves a better axe. I'm not sure if the axe actually will deteriorate. So we do have to prepare that. It's already about a quarter left of the axe. That's it. Okay, so that's pretty good. I think we've done a good job. We have more than enough. So I guess we have to go into that mine back there. And I guess whipping out the hammer is the preferred object to be used. And how am I feeling here? Warmth. Yeah, that's toasty, dude. That's some toasty stuff right there. Oh, it feels good, dude. Did you enjoy some of this fire? Because you're standing all the way over here. I'm not exactly sure why you're doing that. All right. Well, he's not going to come with us. It looks like we have ourselves a little bit of process here. We can start working on some stuff. He also mentioned this is an old mine from Fred down there, and who've given up on it. He believes there's a little bit left inside. From time to time, Alaskan gold fever, you will need to build elements, and such as small bridges in the mine. All right, that's cool. Each construction is a multi-stage process. It requires the use of a hammer from the inventory, yada, 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 such as wood and iron. You build, given objects and simply approach it in a hammer and follow the instructions. Roger, will go. Okay, so right now, currently planks are not thing we're making or anything we have to worry about, which is all good. I want to get to the mining knitting gritty. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to that, what's going on. I don't want to fall down there, that's for sure. It looks like it is a death trap. Seriously, this guy could have spent a little time doing some of this work and been all done for us to go, but that's fine if he's not going to help out. I believe we go uphill afterwards at a bigger mine. But for now, we're going to be hanging up this one. All right. Is this rope? I guess in the future, we're going to have to worry about that. No, it's actually a chain, so yeah, metals will probably be something, unless he gave me some, I didn't realize it. All right, so we'll press 3. Actually, no. Actually, wait, we actually need a bucket. And he gave us one. He gave us a couple of things, too. Also a light for us to be able to check out, of course, the area in case it gets dark. And the rest of it, no, that's it. And we gave him some food. So I guess we're going to do the first mine with a crappy axe. I think things cave into here. We do have to build up stuff around the area. I do find the axe a little close to my face, but it's not the end of the world. Just find it is an old clumpy axe I put together with a big rock, so. And then once we get bigger and better stuff, obviously this is probably going to go a whole lot faster than what we're doing. It's also going down pretty fast with what we've done so far. Now, remember dropping stuff on the ground. Is this the one? Yeah, it drops this stuff on the ground here. Using your carpentry station, prepare supports and beams. So maybe I should be, I see it already kind of falling apart. So I have a carpentry station. Is this it here? It looks like that might be it. Maybe not. Maybe this is one here. Okay. Where's a carpentry station, dude? You tell me I need to do this, but I don't really know. Yeah, it's this one here. Okay. It's giving me a marker for it. I'll press C. That's why. I have to press C to craft this sucker. Okay, so it's support beams. We do need the wood. So thankfully enough, I did. Yeah, we did do some work here. So that's good. All right, we got a couple. Mine stabilization and mining. Okay, so this is something I was mentioning. As you can see, the shaft is unstable. In order to continue using it, you need to stabilize it. You saw a little bit of the actual ground or dirt coming through. And it's going to just cave in if we don't put the stuff down. So equip crafted mine support beams. Good. Mining itself, okay. Where's the things? Here's beams placed at the end. I guess we're using a hammer for that. Mining itself is done with a pickaxe. We've already gone into that. So as you can see, a better pickaxe probably be a whole lot faster. So yeah, let's go and check this out. I'm pretty sure it's with the hammer. Oh, there's actually the beams themselves. Gotcha. So let's bring that one as close as possible to that side. There we go. Guess we'll do the same thing on this side, right? I mean, I believe you need two of them. Correct? I mean, that would make complete sense. All right. Oh, I have to wait for the actual pickaxe to come out. A little bit of delay on that. There we go. He's got to whip it out from his backpack, so it's all good. So now, I believe, go back to Fred's house. Oh, Jesus. I'm getting all this stuff on the ground. All right. Gee, okay. I'm here. Oh, what the fudge? You guys saw that, right? I have the ultimate. Is that some regular pickaxe? Yeah. What was I doing that for? Oh, well. Lesson learned. Let's go take care of Fred. I just got to fix her stuff up. We got to be careful. Also, I need to chop down some of his trees down here, so I hope he doesn't get pissed off, because these ones are nice and big. And I'm thinking that might be where I need to get myself some good wood. Also, check out to see if these trees do come back. I'm going to cut down these ones. This might take a little longer. Dealing with problems. Go back to Fred's house. Okay. Just give me a second here, Fred. I'm going to need a whole bunch of beams and stuff. All right, so it looks like Fred would like us to go behind his house and take care of some wolves that have been hiding his, well, where his wife is buried. And he's not been able to go and venture out there for a while, so he'd like to go and, pay his respects to his wife and spend some time there. But I can't believe he doesn't have a weapon to protect himself in this harsh environment, but I guess maybe he has been off this. I don't see a boat for him either, so let's just go and take care of these wolves and stop on the sticks for a time bit. We can make ourselves some wood with this, so it's not very harsh. Okay, I see one. He sees me too, though. That's the thing. I don't know how vicious these things can be. Jeez, I mean, I'm throwing out some shots here at him here. I don't know why he's not doing anything. Let's just go down. I feel bad shooting these poor suckers. They are very useful for the environment, but I guess, Okay. That's a lot of shots. Obviously not a very good gun. You need to gather a lot of materials and remember, okay, gather from trees. Not a really good time for that to happen. And, okay, rocks can be found on the ground. Absolutely. Whoa. All right. Well, that was a deadly shot. And that is the one. Prepare a stone pickaxe. You can... a recipe at Fred's house. Okay. Didn't I just make one? It is what it is. I'll grab the raw wolf meat. Not sure how good that is to eat. Not something I look forward to or ever thought of eating. Though, yeah, I guess when you're hungry. It is 1896. Everything is edible. You need to survive. A little more iron stomachs than we are. So, yeah, I don't want to go in the water. I don't see his wife's grave, but somewhere over there. So we'll say that is a thing. I'm not sure if there's fall damage, but we should be okay, I think. It's not that far of a drop. And we could jump pretty high up, so that's nice. All right, so Fred, need to what? Prepare a stone axe. You can buy the recipe to craft it by Fred's house. All right, Fred. I have, how much gold do I have on me? Currently I have $0 freaking dollars, but supposedly I can buy it here. I guess maybe stone pickaxe for crafting recipes and stone axe, but right now we have those, so I'm not sure how to make that happen, but I'm just gonna press him. Hopefully something happens here. It doesn't look like it's something that's happening at all. All right. Yeah, we'll just spark up his fire and keep himself warm. And actually us too. Why not? Let's get ourselves a little bit warm. All right. So dealing with that, I need to make myself another pickaxe, I guess. Just throw us on the ground. Can I drop stuff? Yeah, X to drop. Okay. It's not working right now, though. Do I have to hold it, maybe, to make that happen? And there we go. Maybe we'll drop it here. No, that's not working. Oh, well, let's just see if we can craft up another one of these. If not, we're not going to be going through this. So, quick crafting, and there we go. Is that good? No, it is not good. It looks like I made myself an extra one. Huh. So again, it is a closed play test, so we're just going to upgrade small bucket and stuff. Maybe I just need to make money to make that happen, you know? That's probably what it is. I'm going to go with that right now. I'm probably going to go through both pickaxes. I don't think it's something we can repair at the current time, you know, if we have a carpentry table. So we're just going to make our way back up top. He did ask me to bring some iron and also some wood and stuff. You know what? Talking about that, how much wood do I have for those... beams and stuff. Where are they again here? Wood is on this side. 17 wood. Okay. My axe is about to break, that is for sure. I will need to make another one of these bad boys. I guess we'll find out what happens when it goes bye-bye. Come on. Did the axe break? Yeah, it did. It's gone forever. Alright, it's all good. We're going to need some rocks for those, so just don't be shy about picking those up. All right, and maybe we'll craft up another one of those for now. Maybe that'll take away that little problem. No, he really wants me to buy that portion there, that little thing that I already have. So it's all good. Come on. There we go. I feel like I went too fast and maybe skipped a step or something, you know? But looks like we've taken care of everything we need to take care of. We're going to cook up that meat. Looks like our fire is holding up pretty good in here. I did put in a whole bunch of wood, and I'm not sure where it tells you. 3 hours remaining. There we go. So we can add one stick in here and put another few hours if we want to. We also can cook up a few more of them foods we have. There we go. There we go. All that food is all cooked up. He doesn't need to eat. He's not doing anything interesting. All right, let's go and mine up. I know we can make this happen too later on, right? Because it actually gives you a little bit of an emblem here. So that's something we'll need some. What does it say here? You need to set tracks. So that's something. Then we have this. Where is my sleuth box? There it is. So I need to go and pick up what I've had in my bucket, which we're going to do this here. I don't think we have enough just yet, but we're going to go and grab our bucket. There we go. That's a little bit to help us out here. Hopefully we'll find some stuff in here. I know we can upgrade the box too afterwards. Then we pull the handle, right? Correct? Yeah. Spits everything out here. Then we go over here. We've got ourselves 2 gold nuggets. That is really good. That's a good start. Now, I had a better pickaxe. Where is it again? I had this one, which I need to get rid of. We had this one, and we have this bad boy, which I don't know how I got this. It seems a little faster. But, no. Well, yeah, you know what? It actually swings a little faster than the one we have here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and wear this one down to absolutely nothing where it gets out of my inventory. So in case we need the spot, because I can't seem to drop anything, so it's not a big deal. We're going to do a little bit of work here. I'm not going to lie, I mean, the game is really good, but I would like to see this a little bit fixed here. I find the pickaxe a little too close and too big in front of me. You know? But again, it is a playtest, so it means all this stuff can be worked on later on. Right? And I have my stuff underneath me. Okay. So wherever I'm standing is where the actual gold's going to come through here. I don't know if we'll be able to see speckles of gold on some of these, because some of these look like they have some. A possibility of a little tinge of goldness in there, but I don't think this is like the primo of the lot here, because this is where you stopped last time. I probably thought there was no more gold left over. I think I see a speckle over here. Look at that one there. You see it? It has like 2 little dots on it. So a very good possibility we're going to have some gold in those. So we might have to be looking out for that too. We also need to clear up the area quite a bit so we can get through this cave and make our way through it. So right now I need to get that thing from, well, Fred's house, and that's $80. So I'm not sure how we make that happen. Does it tell me the money? No, it doesn't. Iron ore. Oh, it was iron ore. It wasn't actually gold. I didn't see that properly. Okay. So let's go back to our bucket here. Let's see how much we can pick up with this. All right, that's pretty good. I know I saw a couple of specks of gold in there, so maybe that's going to tell us how much. I like this game a lot, though. Definitely want to keep my eye on it. Yeah, it looks like those ones are shining, and you can see the other ones have a little bit more iron. Currently, we have how much iron for? Does it tell me how much I'm getting from this? I got 4 gold added to me. Iron ore. I don't see the gold. Maybe it's just right in front of me, and for some reason, I am not seeing it. And it's not showing up in dollars either. And we're already 80 pounds. We got to stop picking up stuff, dude. So, yeah, we're going to say we're getting the gold and it's being placed somewhere. I don't see the money for it, though. So I'm getting kind of worried about that. Now, it should be pretty safe still in here. I do need to eat. Oh, yeah, it's true. I have to do it through here. Got like 100 of these berries. So I guess we're sleeping in a tent tonight, not Fred's house. 1 bed, unless you want to snuggle and spoon with him. I don't think that's something we're going to be doing. But I need to bring wood and stuff to Fred's house. So hopefully, maybe that's what I need to do is speak to him. And get that going. I'll bring a couple more. I don't know if I need to use the forge or not, because now the tutorial's kind of foobarred. Actually, maybe we can go into here and journal. And show dealing with a problem. Prepare a stone pickaxe. You can buy the recipe. I did prepare it too. You guys saw. We can unfollow this. And move on to other quests if we want to. But it looks like that's the only one we have anyway. So, not a big deal. Just want to break this pickaxe. And we'll go back and see Fred. Yeah, it seems like this is actually, even with these supports, I only have, yeah, I have no support here. And it seems to be crumbling still. So I'm not sure why. We need to put one in the middle too? I'm not sure. We are hammering a fudge away at this. Maybe it needs to have a distance between this one and that one too? Let's try that out and see if that kind of rectifies the situation. I'm thinking they probably need another one here. And maybe another one in here. I'm going to have to wait for that one. Maybe that's good enough. Oh, look at this one. Fred should have continued going. Look at that beauty. Okay, there's a whole bunch of little gold nuggets going out here. I'll take those flakes and nuggets. Beautiful stuff. Oh, yeah, I can see it in there. And there we go. We broke that son of a beeswax. That's good. Then we have the other one. Yeah, that's some good nuggets there. Maybe that's going to show up. Hopefully, you know, I should really make sure it's not going to screw me over afterwards. Probably should. Oh, boy. Not sure where that came from. Maybe I still had some left inside. Oh, there's 2. So when okay. I can't really see deep in the bucket, so I don't know how many of these we can dump in here. Looks like on top here we had ourselves some iron ore. And here we're picking up 41 gold. All right, we are keeping the gold, by the way. You have to roll down here. I don't like that at all. For some reason, it really wasn't visible for me, but it's fine. And right here, we have ourselves some gold. We have 58 of them. Honestly, that should be probably on top so we can see what we're doing here. I don't know how we sell this stuff or make money because I need like 80 bucks. So maybe I should just continue mining until I get to 80. And then we can maybe make that stone pickaxe, which we have a primitive axe, but we don't have a stone pickaxe. So we're unable to do that. We do have a nice pickaxe, which is a whole lot faster, I'm guessing. But we're going to need to get ourselves deeper in here. There are some more gold flakes here. We need like 80 of those suckers. A couple in that one. This one definitely doesn't have it. This one has a little itsy bitsy, and this one has a lot. Yeah, so we can actually stand out here. This dirt is right there when we hit it up, so that's great. We need to go in a little deeper here. So we're crossing our fingers. I just need to bring it up to 80. And I'm going to run around in circles trying to figure out why I'm not getting any kind of cash, but I guess we have to sell it to him, and he takes a portion of the sales of how much gold we have, I'm guessing. Because I can't melt it down. The station over there gives you the, nope, you can't do that. And because it's not for the demo, and of course the playtest, so, alright. There's some specs there. I'm going to have to put another one of these down. Oh, shit! Okay. Do I have? I do. Okay. That just kind of resolves some issues. Looks like there's a pocket right there. That might cause some serious problems. Holy crap, I thought that was it. Do I have any more of those beams ready to go? I do look like we do. We're going to have to get ourselves a few more of those. All right, let's whip out our bucket and see if we get lucky enough to pull out enough money here to go and take care of what we need to take care of. We are getting a little bit tired, though. All right, just a little bit more. Okay, so I got iron and I got that. 28 and there, 28. How much we have right now total? 86. Is that 86, sorry, gold? Just making sure that I'm looking at the right thing. It looks like we have 86 gold. All right. Jeez Louise. Let's cross our fingers this actually works. I'm not even stopping for anything else now. We're just going straight forward to see Fred here. And if we can buy it. Because, I mean, it takes 80 gold, so I have 80 gold. You going to talk to me at all? Yeah, he told me to bring him some stuff. But he doesn't talk about anything else but how peaceful and quiet and great place this is. All right, so we have this stone pickaxe, right? Press E. Bam! So that removes the money from there. All right, my bad. It is all good. And then I need to make myself a stone pickaxe. I wish I could drop this. I'm pressing X to make sure. I'm even holding it to make sure that was something, but right now we can't do it. But it's fine. We'll leave it like that. This is what a pickaxe itself. So I'm not sure why we're doing that, but we are doing it. So primitive and workshops. We need to go to the workshop and make that bad boy. Do you have a workshop in here, buddy? You think you would, right? But you don't even have guns, so that makes sense. Okay. We're going to have to come back for that axe. And how much is that axe? Later on, 60. And that bucket is 100. So we need like 160 gold. Again, this guy is not doing anything for free. Obviously charging an absolute fortune for something that we need. But that's fine. He's... Oh, stop picking up the rocks. That's right. I keep on saying I can't drop stuff, so... It's not a good idea if this probably doesn't weigh very much. And we're probably going to need to eat, so let's make that happen. And we're going to go craft up the other pickaxe, which we're going to have to ruin the other one sooner or later. So here's a crafting table. And there we go, stone pickaxe. Boy, please take that off my top. Thank you. Woo! Collect wood. You need 50. Why you ask me for pickaxe? And then you're going to make me chop down a fudge load of freaking stuff here. Okay. I need money to go and get a better axe, to tell you the truth. But I guess we should follow this, because last time I did it, I kind of, yeah. Oh, God, it's cold. So, a couple more trees, I guess, left to go. And then we need at least to get ourselves a better axe, but that would have been nice to be first thing you kind of get. Oh, man, am I ever happy that thing is off? I honestly thought I screwed up somehow by building the other one, but the first pickaxe we make is a primitive axe. This is stone pickaxe, which is different. Obviously, it's a primitive axe here, so I thought it was kind of strange you were selling it to me. But, you know, I thought, you know, made out of stone, so, yeah. It's not going to take a bunch of trees. We need 50 there, plus we're going to need a couple for actual, some security inside those mines to make sure they're all kind of placed up properly so I don't have any kind of cave-ins. All right, so my axe broke. That's, I got more than enough for him. I just chopped down. Hopefully the trees do come back. Oh, shit. I just walked on someone's grave. His wife's grave. Is this it right here? Did he choose this tree? Is that what it is? Maybe it is. Kind of looks like it. It did pop up. It says his wife's grave, so we're not going to touch that. That's for sure. Now we need to go back and talk to him. All right. Look at your mess you have here, dude. It's good for fires. That's why your fire is out. You don't bother picking this stuff up. All right, bud. Here's the materials. Now this is for the ship itself. Perfect. Repairs will take some time. So in the meantime, you can work on expanding the mine. This old man doesn't need money. He's giving us a track. Things for us to be able to do the tracks inside the actual mines. Right here, there you go. It just pops up mine tracks and mine carts. By placing these down, we can actually make ourselves a little trail and build to bring us back, which is great. Obviously, I think this is not the proper way of doing it. We want to place a cart, dirt, and starting on a point, press E to build it, and automatically. All right, gotcha. Thank you, buddy. All right, well, he is somewhat helpful, and we got ourselves going here, dealing with problems. And what do we have here now? Pickaxe crafting, so better pickaxe. We still need this one here, which is 60. So we need that 60 gold for that sucker. I don't know if I should be sleeping for a tiny bit. I don't know if there's daylight or night at the current thing. There doesn't seem to be. But I don't want to be exhausted, so we're going to make our way through this. This meat is not as good as it looked. Okay. Yeah, it looks like the trees, I slept and the trees are not back, so that might be something we have to kind of worry about. How much trees do I have left here? 31. We can craft up some decent stuff for that. Let's not go for a dip right now. You know, if you feel a little itchy. And those berries, they're everywhere. So much of them. All right, let's get ourselves going here. He hasn't moved. I think he might be DOA. No, he's actually moving a little bit. Okay, we can actually sleep here, but I went to Fred's house. Sorry, dude. So they want me to make some tracks and also need to craft up some stuff in here. So we got to press C, and we're going to make ourselves a few more beams because we're going to do 5 of those, and that's a plus size. You can do that too if you want to. Oh, boy. All right. It takes up quite a bit, dude. Let's just make that for now, and that's good. Let's just see how we can place those tracks. That is number with a bucket and stuff. Boy, that's a useful little sucker. Okay. Doesn't look like an... Can I tilt this? Sorry, I don't know. I didn't see that as a thing. There must be a way for us. There we go. So if you want to Q and E, I don't know if I can pick this thing back up. Guess not. I'm guessing that is where you screw yourself over a bit. Maybe not the big turns on this, you know? And we're going to need a whole bunch more. Crafted mining cart. Oh, shit. All right. I guess we're going in here. Carpentry. Workshop. There we go. Need rocks and wood. We just happen to have enough for that. So we can move forward here a tiny bit. That is great. I'm not sure where it went. Set up a mining cart with a sign. Gotcha. Game successfully. There it is. So now we can move this back and forth, I'm guessing. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to need a lot more wood, which means I'm going to need to mine a little bit so I get a better axe because this is taking forever to chop down. Gather enough gold to pay for the ship renovations, which is quite a bit. Or we can use our gun. Where's the shitty one? Yeah. I need to get rid of it. There's no choice in the matter. Once we get rid of this, life will be better. I don't think we get any bigger or better gold using the other pickaxe. I don't think that's a part of the mechanics, so I think we get the same amount. Obviously, I don't see speckles of gold here at all. Nice thing is you can click and hold, which is usually a big problem with a lot of the games. But I need some serious amount of gold. There's a little bit of gold in that sucker. Gonna want to be able to put something on the side of this before it caves in. So we might want to clear up a little bit of an area here. Oh, too far away. I guess the bucket we get, the upgraded one must be a lot more stuff we can carry with us, which is great. I don't know if we need braces on both sides. Doesn't seem to be. I don't see kind of caving in going on here at all. This is going to break sooner or later? Yeah. This is good. There we go. I'm going to put a brace anyways. Very shortly. Yeah, these ones have no speckles of anything. I guess if you want to, you could absolutely remove every last piece here and make your life a little bit easier. And we're going to get iron and other things too. I don't know if we have a chest to place things down in, but you get rid of a whole bunch of wood, so we're back down to 9.7 on a weight. Not horrible. Okay, I need something to brace over here. So we have the space now. This is probably going to take a couple of buckets back and forth. That's where, I guess, the mining cart's going to come in super handy. There we go. Finally, I broke that darn thing. Ah, now we can go a little faster. Ah. Now we're cooking with butter. Well, if you can't drop it, why keep it on you, right? So this is the one the guy gave me, I think. He happened to have it. Didn't use it for anything, because guy couldn't build anything. Found out he was a soldier, and I was just a regular worker. So we don't have too much experience in this. We have experience in construction, I guess, but not in building up and doing any mining. Okay. I'm starting to see some problems here, yeah. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're prepare ourselves for this. I'm going to place another one down here. There we go. Should hold it together. It doesn't feel like it should be good, but it seems to be working really nicely. How's the other pickaxe? This is a stone one. Yeah, it's just a tiny bit slower. And I still have a little bit of gravel coming down over here because there was a pocket in here. Do you guys remember that? So that is a problem. I think I have to go in here and start working at bracing over there. Not hearing rumblings yet. Alright, you know, I'm going to do it anyways. That's number 3. Let's brace that sucker up. Nothing worse than having this drop on us. Right? There's some gold here. You can see those specks. Not as good as the other ones. Definitely got to keep an eye out for the better stuff. There's some specks there. That one looked like it had a little more. There's one there too. We need that $60. I really need to go and do that work. I wonder if the guy doesn't just give me a recipe to make a bigger, better axe. So I could go and pay him off. But the man says he doesn't need money, but yet keeps asking for it. Not very much there to help. Especially we did a lot of work here. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to be a problem here. Okay, gotcha. Let's move that over. Got another one here. There we go. I don't think we need the bracing in the middle. It wouldn't make sense anyways. There's some more specs there. Okay, that might help us out to finish up a tiny bit. Oh, we got the mother load right here. That's what I'm talking about. Let's bring that back to the sleuth and empty that out. Oh, that feels good. Oh, there's a lot of gold in here. It's not telling him, Fred, how much gold is in here, but it looks like he might have left a lot behind. Oh my god. This is good. Alright, let's go and take our bucket out. Because we're going to need bigger, better stuff here, including buckets too. Alright, that's my max. Obviously, that's where the cart comes in handy. We need a lot more wood, means they need to chop down more trees. So we're going to dump that bad boy in here. Oh, they're big nuggets too. This is not the small stuff. I wonder if it's weight versus when we pick up things. We have 53 in that sucker, so we are ready to go almost. I was going to do a little pickup so we could cut down trees and maybe make ourselves a cart to go over here. And I'm guessing we're just dumping this in here, right? Okay. Yeah, and then we collect it back up here, so it just makes our life a whole lot easier when we get deeper into the mine. That works. Yeah, it looked like it was crud, too. Yeah, it looks like we got nothing on that. There was just side walls and crap, so fortunately that is not a good thing for us to grab. Oh boy. Okay, one more. There might be some specks and stuff we couldn't see on the side of the rock, so it's always worth anyways to do this. Yep. I don't know what happened there. Oh. Just dropped it on the ground here by mistake. You do? Oh. Pick up again. Why do you keep on doing that for? Drop it. Dump. There we go. I wasn't close enough. Alright, well, there was some stuff in here. 14 gold added and some more iron, which I'm guessing the iron is going to be very handy later on for us to do some more work here. We have any more here? No. Could just alleviate some space. We're going to need to mine here. Let's go get ourselves an axe. But I'm going to have to bring in some rails through this too, so unfortunately, even if this doesn't look like it has very much gold or any kind of gold into it, we are going to need to clear these tracks to be able to fill this up and keep on going. The area needs that clearance. And I don't mind breaking this axe and use the other one, but I won't be able to make it again. This is supposed to be the upgraded version. Next one is very expensive. Okay. You know what? I have got a little space here. And we're just gonna pick up all of that. Seems pretty good. It's not even full, so that's decent. It says collect, but there's nothing in there. I thought maybe I left some inside. Okay. Yeah, there's some nuggets in there. Yeah, there was some nuggets in there. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. All right, let's go and talk to, well, it's actually just going to pick up the axe over there. Gather gold to pay, 79. Should I, but I need, I guess I got to be patient a tiny bit. I'm going to need another pickaxe, sorry, an axe to make things go. I can't sit there and chop down trees like this anymore, dude. I can't handle it anymore. I just can't. Hey, look, I'll even come over and start a fire for you because I feel bad that you're... Okay, maybe I'm not going to start more fire. It looks like you're screwed. Let's see here. This one. Gold, okay, stone axe. I want that for sure. Don't have to need 100 nuggies on that. So it does remove it, so it's not just what you're collecting. Okay, gotcha. Got a lot of work ahead of us then. I will be able to make that thing on a bench over there, which we haven't had an axe since. So I'm hoping it'll be a whole lot faster than the one we had, because the other one was just very slow and annoying. So let's go over here and open this up, and then we have primitive axe. That we need the carpentry table. Is that it? No. Workshop. That's the one. All right, stone. Perfect. Okay. So where's the trees? Show me what I'm going to take down. Oh, jump it. Damn it. I touched a little bit. Guess we'll clean up his wife's grave area. I don't know if that's much faster. Maybe it takes less shots. Yeah, it seems like it takes less shots. That's pretty okay. I'll know with this massive one where he planted his wife. Right underneath this. And hopefully they didn't want to keep that tree as a thing. A reminder. Oh, yeah, it is faster. That makes life a lot better already. I don't want to spend the entire day chopping down trees. All right, so it seems like it's like 4 shots for each tree. I don't remember how many I was doing on the other ones, but probably a lot more. And it looks like my health is a problem. Why is that? Is it because of the cold? I didn't... Why is there like a buff? Is it a buff or is that actually a problem? You guys see it? There's like that little yellow tinge. And on top, too, it's telling me I have problems. So maybe the fire is an issue? Oh, or maybe because I fell in the friggin' water. Might be the big issue here. Okay. Let's see if that goes away. It doesn't really explain to me what's going on there. Looks like my tiredness went up. Well, away. Maybe because I ate the meat and it gave me a little buff. I'm not even sure what those buffs are. Can't even go and check that out, can we? Temperature plus 10 for 60 minutes. Health 15 every 5. And maximum 20. So it might be because I've been eating good meats. Tool damage. All right. I need to make more braces and stuff. So we're going to go back in here. And what we're going to do is make ourselves a couple of you. I guess it makes no difference where we're going to do this, right? Carpentry table. So 1, 5, 6. Let's do 6. All right, I got 7 of those. That should be like more than enough to get ourselves in and out of this. I was wondering if I could put the tracks over there, but you need that dead end area there to be where the cart's going to start. So, fortunately, that is not a thing. All right, that's braces. This is it, and I kind of want to curb it. So, Q and E, which works. Maybe a little bit more hard to do. Perfect, but again, no more tilt. Now I'm curious, it'll let me go over that friggin' bridge. Did I run out of tracks already? Wow, that was super quick. Okay, let's see if we can make I guess it makes a difference where we're standing on this, as long as we're in this area. Correct? Nope. It does make a difference. Okay. All right, 6 more tracks, so hopefully that's enough for us to make our way through this here. Where's my cart? There it is. Okay, let's bring that again. 3. Change. Curious to see if we can get on this bridge with this. Looks like we can. We trust ourselves that much. Holy moly. All right. Yeah, when you're happy you went a little bit ape poop on grabbing all this stuff, now I'm happy. All right, now I'm out of wood. A lot further in the cave than expected. Hopefully we can reach the where we're working at least, which looks like it should be. Yeah, that's good enough. So let's bring this bad boy and test this out. Okay. There we go. Right there. That's where you're doing it, dude. Okay, and we're going to switch over to the one I want to break. Where is it? I think that's the one. Yeah, it's a little bit slower. So we can now fill up that area. We might have clearance issues here, too. I wouldn't want this hovering over my head. These little boulders just kind of being there. You can cave it in, by the way. I think we tested it last time. What it does kind of just creates like a big slough of crap all over the place. So it's something you can do. I'm not sure how much money we're going to need for this there. It's still 200 for the ship renovations. We still need to make well, a little bit more than that to move forward. All right. Let's see how much we can pull out of this. Oh, it's a nice chunk of change right there, dudes. There's some up here, too. I saw it when I was kind of hitting it. There was a little bit of that there. Boy, he's just exhausted. See how that little buff is gone? It must be the food I was eating. I just didn't see it pop out. And of course, when we were actually doing the eating, I wasn't really looking at it except for the amount I was getting in my mouth, in my stomach. Putting it in my mouth and then grabbing into my stomach and enjoying it. I guess it passed through my system already. Alright. Let's see if we can fill up our cart. There's a little bit of gold specks there. Alright. So, I'm going to need to grab you up with a bucket. And dump you in here. And boy, that's pretty cool. It goes fast. Then we'll be getting rid of this very shortly, too. I think we're going to be able to upgrade that sleuth box, too. Later on. I'm not sure, but I believe there was a faster one we could do things with. But I think as we progress, we'll find it anyways. Just take some time to get through all this. Especially with a shitty pickaxe like this. But we need a few $100s. Again, we need to pay him off. But we also need better tools so I can get further into this cave. Now, it's just me, or is it that we had to go up the hill last time to a bigger cave? Has that changed? Or is that a different game? Remember there was like one, then after we went up to the top of the hill, and there was a different camp? I don't remember if that's something. Okay, we're going to have problems soon. I'm going to have to work the walls out here. It's starting to crumble. Not feeling comfortable with that at all. Alright. There we go. Okay, so 3. There we go. That didn't do very much. That was just a waste, I think, because it's... yeah, it's a big pocket right there. Alright, I definitely need to invest. We have the iron. So we get that bigger, better pickaxe, which is this one here. Oh, it's like night and friggin' day, isn't it? Look at that. That's why I like we can get to new stuff. I want to get rid of the other stuff because we just don't know how long before we have more stuff in our inventory. I didn't want to have a whole bunch of it left over. Okay, I'm just going to clear this up. I'm going to put a brace in here. Yeah, it's starting to really become a big problem here. We're going to start seeing some crumbling sounds. And the walls come tumbling down. That looks like we did a pretty good job at cleaning that up. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be crumbling at all now. We're going to have to worry about the left side most likely after. Let's just finish up this portion. And we'll find how much cash we have. There we go. Right through this. Let's whip out our bucket anyways. Dump that in there. Dump that in there. You know what? Let's just take our friendly little trolley back. Looks like we have to walk it back too. Maybe that's the way I picked it up. I think I saw some more dirt there too. Oops. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And 3. This guy's absolutely useless. He's doing nothing to help you out. What the hell? Why? I am looking at this darn thing. It's not like I'm trying to throw it on the ground, but for some reason... How much we got in that one? 59 freaking gold in that one. Holy moly. Okay. What's this? Filter minerals. This is the upgrade for this, I think, yeah. I mean, part of me wants him to start working on a darn ship as soon as possible, but so when we have the money, we can get the hell out of here and stop working in this crap, you know? But I'm not sure. I'm just going to check to see if we have... Oh, there's a rock. Sorry, I was so sure there was more to that. But it doesn't seem to be. Oh, my lord. Put it in there. Guess from this angle right here is the best one to do that. And it looks like this is a null and void one. So what do you have with here? We have 99 gold. Just tell you on top anyways, because we have that little quest line. All right, well, you know what? We're going to leave the episode here. We'll come back and finish up what we need to do with that with Fred for next episode tomorrow. And if you guys want to see more of this, you know what to do. Hit those like buttons, subscribe. Love to hear your feedback in the comment field. Definitely enjoying myself quite a bit. And yeah, I do believe we went up the hill to expand our stuff here. But anyways, we'll see how that goes. Thanks for being here. Thanks for amazing. You guys are the best. This GameEdged, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
what I can do.